Here are the 5 big signs that the big market crash this time is coming. And I think if it's coming this time, it's probably maybe worse than the year 2008. So here are the 5 big signs that I am confident, in my personal opinion only, that I'm confident that the market crash is coming soon. The first sign in here is the retail investor. If you look right now in the market, there is a lot of retail investors who are new in the game and they are gambling like crazy. So the retail investor, not only that they an experience in buying stock, but they on top of that, they borrow crazy margin. So that means anyone, literally anyone can jump inside the stock market and play. And they play very aggressive, as you can see in the past, okay? And on top of that is they borrow margin. And you know the problem about borrow margin, when you don't know what you're doing, it's crazy. That means basically the trading broker, they can let you borrow, but later on they can sell your stock and you're probably gonna end up in debt if you don't know how to manage it correctly. So that's what I see. Huge amount of retail investor right now in experience and they borrow huge amount of margin. Number 2 sign is right now I see that money is printing like crazy. When the COVID happened, the Federal Reserve, they print the money for the stimulus check. They have the second time stimulus check. They have the third time stimulus check. And they're about to come out another stimulus check very soon. So the Federal Reserve, they print crazy amount of money. So that is the third thing. And you know what happened when crazy amount of money print out? That means eventually the United States dollar start to lose value. And on top of that, I mean like other countries, they start printing money as well. So those are the signs that I see that the government right now, that I mean like I really hope that they can find a way to fix that. But that is the problem right now. Money is printing like crazy. Number 3 I want to say is the unemployment rate right now is rise massive. Like right now, if you look at in the market right now, a lot of people, they are unemployed based on the COVID-19 and we haven't even recovered yet. So there are many people right now, they stay at home and they have unemployment check coming in, okay? Every single week and month. And it coming to a point that some of those people, they may not even want to go to work anymore. And business right now, they are suffer of hiring people and sometimes maybe some employee, they don't even want to come back because they have unemployment money right now. And I see the rate of unemployment is keep on rising right now. So it's going pretty bad. So those are the third sign. And the next thing right now is like beside the unemployment rate, they rise, I would say the interest rate is also rise as well. If you look at right now in the housing market right now, right, and the loan, the interest rate start to rise, okay? Last time it's like a 2 point something. Right now start to rise more than 3 point something already. So the interest rate is actually rising right now in the market. So that is point number 3. And point number 4, guys, I say that the house market start to increase like 2008 before it crashed. If you look in the year 2008, do you see something is similar to what happened right now? I still remember in 2008, we start to buy our house, and during that time the house market is so hot and the price for the house is like so much, right? Everybody start buying a house and the market value for the house is like so fast, it's hard for you to find a house, and every single house is very, very, very expensive. And right after I buy the house, the market collapsed after 6 months and the house market is tanked and the real estate industry is going down and the market is going like crazy down and people can buy house really, really cheap. So right now I see that everywhere, like in Atlanta, Georgia, in Texas, and at other places, the market for house real estate is really hot. You throw out a house, people buy right away. And that is the sign that the real estate market start rising. And I really, really see that if all of this factor is combined, you see similar sign right now in the market that eventually the house market is going to crash down and eventually it's going to start to happen in like the year 2008. So number 4, guys, is how markets start to increase like crazy, similar to 2008 before the market crash. And number 5, guys, is small business suffer offline and online. If you look right now, right, let's talk about offline for a minute, like the retail business. Right now, the COVID happened. So many retail business, local, restaurant, hotel, traveling, and also like all the local small business, they suffer to bring in a customer right now. First of all, they have a really hard time to hire employee. And second thing is they don't have enough customer that come in daily. And because of all those kind of things right now, so many business, they don't have enough time to recover themselves. And that's called a massive problem right now around the world. And especially right now, for example, in Vietnam, so many business, they locked down the whole entire city in Saigon. They locked out the whole entire city in Hanoi. And this is just international, but I'm talking about like airplane can't even fly international, right? And so people are traveling less, business closing down worldwide right now, and in the United States, we still have not recovered. And guess what happened? More disease start to come out as well. I heard some sort of new disease come out in the United States again. So of all so many different things, I feel like small business have not fully recovered yet, guys. And talk about online business. Let me share with you some story. Online business right now, I see a lot of online business online. They suffer because why? People don't have enough money to spend. And now they even invest into stock. And what if they lose money? When they lose money, they probably don't have enough money to pay for their house right now. And when they don't have enough money to pay for their house and business is suffer, you know, to make money, so business suffer, people don't have money to pay for their house. Guess what happened? If they cannot pay for the house, eventually it's going to be foreclosure. And so many people start buying a house right now. And if that is the problem, people cannot pay for the house, eventually the real estate market is going to collapse. And when they talk about online, right now, even online, they have a big problem. It's like business online right now, they suffer from social media marketing. And Facebook ad right now start ban people like crazy. So even small business, they have a hard time to grow their presence online. So many small business, even they try to survive online, they cannot adapt, adjust, and solve problems fast to survive in online, because like Facebook ad right now is very, it's like very terrible. It's like it's very hard for people to really manage. It's hard for people to run ad right now. Even YouTube ad is really hard as well. And so many different things right now that add all together that local business suffer, online business suffer, unemployment rate start to rise, interest rates start to accumulate, okay? And money is printing like crazy. And people borrow a lot, you know, money through margin and play like crazy buying stock and buying crypto through retail and experienced trader. So I see all this kind of problem right here. If it add up, the market is gonna eventually it's gonna pop. It have to pop. So it's just a matter of time. So I would say I'll give it for like 1 or 2 years. Okay, I'm not trying to say this thing to cause panic or anything like that. Well, my personal take is I strongly believe and confident the market will crash eventually in the next 1 or 2 years. So Jimmy, so if you say the market go to crash, and here is all the signs that you mentioned, and it makes sense, for example. So what is the best thing you should do right now, Jimmy? What is the best thing I should do right now? Well, here's my take. I don't know about you, but this is what I do. The first thing, what I do right now is today, I basically sell all my Nokia option. I have like 6 figures in Nokia, and I even cut loss 30% to 40%, cut loss, and sell all my old Nokia option. Because if the market is crashed, basically I'm screwed, because the option is worthless and I have to wait for years for the stock to go back up, and my option is die. So option is very, very dangerous. So my take is, you know, sell your option as soon as possible. Like so I sell my option like immediately, because I want to sell the option. And I use that to invest into my favorite crypto, okay? Because, you know, when inflation rate start to rise, so basically crypto, you know, inflation rate start to rise, stock going down, chances are crypto is gonna deflation. So that means crypto have a chance to rise, okay? So that is just my take. So the first step I do is I sell most of my options. That's step number one. The second thing that I'm doing right now is I start to accumulate a lot of cash, okay? I accumulate a lot of cash right now and save up my cash, okay? When I save up my cash, reserve my cash flow, so if the stock market crash, guess what happened? If you look back in the year 2008, the people that actually build a huge fortune is the people who have a lot of cash flow during the time. So they can scoop up like real estate, foreclosures, and they can invest in the stock market at the bottom price. So this is what I do. I start to reserve a lot of cash. And when the stock market crashes, I start to scoop up in the stock of my favorite at the bottom price, okay? So that is just my take. And of course, right now, the next step I'm doing is I invest into cryptocurrency because I believe that if the stock market is crashed, the bank, the institution, they're gonna see that cash is not gonna be value. So when the cash is not going to be value and inflation rates start to rise, then eventually they have to put that money somewhere else. They have to allocate that money somewhere else, right? So I really think that all the big bank institutions, they're gonna start to allocate that money into crypto, and that could be Dogecoin. And so I think Bitcoin is gonna start to rise. And when Bitcoin, the market leaders start to rise, that means Dogecoin is gonna rise as well. So I really see that invest into crypto it's going to be a great thing during the market crash or even before the market crash, okay? And the last thing that I want to say right now again and again is if you are in the business as an entrepreneur, so one of the best way for me and my team to survive during the crash, and this is the bulletproof to survive during the market crash or any kind of scenario, you still going to thrive, is you have to develop a very strong sales team and marketing team. This is what I say. When you have a strong marketing team and sales team is ready, basically you can survive any kind of crash, because when the crash is come, not only that you're able to invest into the stock, not only that you're able to capitalize on opportunity, when you have the sales team and marketing team, you can see a problem that happened during that time of the crash. And when you have the sales team and marketing team, you can capture into the opportunity and start to solve problem during that time. And that's going to help you to make money and generate profit while many other people suffer. So I would say, try your best to develop a strong marketing team and sales team and wait until the crash and start to capitalize during the market crash. And that is exactly the reason why you see so many wealthy people, they build a huge fortune during the market crash, because they do a few things correct. Number one, they reserve a really strong cash flow to scoop up real estate or scoop up like huge amount of stock. And number two is they have a really a strong team. They have a really strong team in marketing and sales to solve big problem during the crash, okay? And that's how they're going to survive during the tough time. Well, that is just my take, guy, and good luck, and always invest like a genius.